Back here at Glenfair Lanes for the Scratch Division title match of the 2023 JBT Desert Open, kicking off season 28. JBT action. Got a collegiate battle going on here. That doesn't always happen in the case of Arizona, but it does this time as ACU's Brock Bivins is taking on ASU's Aliyas Sargento. They are in the third frame. Brock clean through two. Sargento had a bad frame in the second to fall a little bit behind. Wasn't just a collegiate final, it's a collegiate semifinal, as Grant Keller and Cesar Padilla, the other two semifinalists. Grant is polite enough to stick around. Cesar's in the lounge already, so you know how it goes. Tough Alcatraz pattern, a tough surface here at Glenfair. They bowled on it forever. It's warm, it's the summertime in Phoenix. All that adds up to brutal conditions. The bowlers really got to grind out marks when they can. We all know that Brock is excellent at doing just that. It's a great frame filler, but does not fill that frame with a 7-2 there to give Sargento second chance here, as he only trails by 6 pins through 2.5 frames. And grab the lead if you can find a way to double here in the third and the fourth. Nice shot there, catches that double, seems comfortable on the right-hand lane. Lane 5 was not a good start. We'll see if he can figure that out in this shot. This also may be the closest we ever get to an all-Alaska JBT title match. Never say never about the Alaska Conference. Ain't that old, we still expand. However, Aliyas from Anchorage, born and raised. He's got a family in Phoenix area as well, but he's Alaskan through and through. Meanwhile, Brock born in Alaska, in the same town in Alaska, so Alaska native and Alaska roots going at it here, a temperature which Alaska does not see very often. It was a chilly 108 yesterday. That's a cold snap for Phoenix lately. They've been in the high 1-teens. I don't know what it got to today, I'm checking. Officially, Glendale hit 106 today, so get your hoodies and parkas ready. Autumn is coming, clearly. Still struggling to find a good look on that left-hand lane. Spares are tricky. Woo! It just hangs on enough to carry that 8-pin out of that 2-4-8 combo. This is Brock's senior season with us. He'll age out after this year, so he's going to try and pull a gooba and just pile up the titles like Andrew did last year. He's already got 11 of them. Andrew started from 1, so Brock can have a gooba type of year. He will be rocketing up our career title list just like he rockets that ball into that 1-3 pocket. We've talked about Brock a ton on our videos, of course. He can play any arrow on the lane. He can win when they're high scoring. We all know he can win when they're low scoring. But of all his various games, his rockets to the pocket is probably his A game. He loves to take all the hook out of the ball, which eliminates a lot of the lane difficulty. And if you can just be accurate enough, even if you don't carry, you'll leave 9 spares. But you have to be really accurate because you're sacrificing carry. A light hit is rarely going to carry. Aliyas going a more conventional thing. He will have the carry advantage, but he's also got more things to do to get the ball in the right spot on the lane to get that carry. As it stands, it's a 6-pin game through 4.5 frames. Bivins with that lead. You can tell Aliyas is an ASU bowler because he's got out the notebook. All of them are trained to get a notebook and take extensive details on each lane. What do you want, bud? This is it.
Just left here?
That's it. We done. We won't bother you for another year. Awesome. Yeah, gets that ball just to face up in time. Strike in the 5th. Remains comfortable on the right-hand lane. He's got to figure out that left-hand lane, though. Stay in this game. Tour takes a week off, then up to Seattle in 2 weeks, over to Kingman in 3 weeks. this dedicated bunch. A handful will be up in Seattle. Almost all these guys will be in Kingman. You find the look? Oh, yes he can. Ball was pure off his hand. He knew that was going to be a good one. It mashes all 10 pins down and takes the lead. He's going to write about it. Dear Diary, today I figured out the left-hand lane. That girl over on lane 14 kept looking at me. I think we can make it happen. That's the thing with these brockets. It's all on accuracy. You also have no misroom to the right because you're not creating any with friction or angle or rotation. Give and take, all different ways. This is an easier spare because he doesn't have the sleeper. Yeah, it's no problematic. Brock earned his 11th career title out in Texas last year by throwing 11 strikes in the title match for a 290 game. Be very nice to get 12 for 12. Actually, right now, he doesn't want 12 for 12 because he wants to win this title, and 12 bagger is not possible. No 300 games this week. 289 from Brendan Etsy was the high game. It was a solid 8 on his 10th shot. That was painful. Whoop. So, was that a result? I wasn't looking up. Was that a result of the pin action or the machine? Okay, so the rule is it goes back on spot in that case. Testing my rulebook out there. So if you're newer to bowling, you see the pins are not on their spot. If that was a result of the pin action, Brock would have to shoot it as it lies. It wasn't a result of the pin action. It was the pins that are moving that 3-6 combo off spot. So he does get to put that back on spot, which may or may not be a good thing, by the way. It's less choppable, I think, where it is. I think I'd rather shoot that than on spot, actually. I'm not going to chop it. If you could shoot that and get only the 9th in, I'll pay you like 3 cactuses. 3 cacti. Yeah, get that pin right back where it belongs. A couple of rulebook things I had to go through today. Aliyas had a not full rack issue way back in match play. Aliyas, rather, that he survived. Yeah, Brock would have made it either way. There we go. Wasting another 2 minutes on 5 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. There we go. Sargento double working. He's got himself a 6-pin lead. 7th frame. Major tournament. Title match. Looks good, right? Yeah, sure did. 3 pretty shots in a row. Extends that lead out to 16. Mentioning the cactus. Oh, it's hiding. The cactus is hiding right now. It's getting its last little roast fervor. That is an absolutely horrible shot of a beautiful trophy back there. And there it goes to the winner. You can get a much better picture on our website. Oh yeah, now he has found lane 4. He did almost a pure fallback last time. Found a little more room there. Clean 4-bagger, 26-pin lead. Dear Diary, I used to hate the left-hand lane, but now I'm really happy about it, and I get to finish on it too, so this is looking good. Oh, trouble again for Bivins. Bucket, it loses more count, 9-8-7-6. The last 4 first balls, he's going backwards. Has to make this spare to really stay in the building. Close to over if he doesn't. Tough to win these tournaments. 51 bowlers started in the scratch division, 12 games on 3 different patterns. Best 3 out of 5 round 1 match play, 2 out of 3 round 2 match play, a single game semi, and here we are for the title. Talk about pros and cons. One of the other pros is that extreme ball speed can send those pins flinging around. It happens at just the right time to keep them alive in this match. My goodness, that was a break. He's got room for 199. Aliyas pacing 211. That's 9 spare strikes, so very much in the driver's seat. That all-important 9th frame to set up some options for him, at least. He has it. As many others have learned over the years, do not give Brock a chance to strike out and win in the 10th. It's an excellent clutch bowler. For Sargento to prevent that from being an option, he needs to stay clean the rest of the way. That'll be enough. Strike will really be enough. Wow, and at least one of those 2 things doesn't happen. Without an exceptional spare attempt here, neither of those 2 things will happen. 5, 6, 10. And that 6 got moved a nudge too, so that is wider open. He's got to get dead accurate to make this. No. 7-2 gives him 177 through 9. Brock can max out for 199. So Sargento now has to double to shut out Bivins. Anything less, Brock can take it. But, as we discussed, he found that look in the left-hand lane. He knows where to put it. It's just a matter of execution with very little margin for error. The major title on the line. He's been doing sort of the fallback on that lane. Leaked it out to the right and it didn't recover. Not the easiest spare in the world here, definitely makeable. He expects to make this spare. And if he does, he forces Brock to double. No! Too much of the 2. Open in the 9th and the 10th for 186, and now Brock needs a hit. Strike 8 spare to win the Desert Open. Ooh, what a turn of events. No, shaky hands time. Listen, you don't win 11 titles on our tour without being super clutch. We know he knows how to do it. Just can't he execute? The rocket. No! That's the give and take of that rocket shot. You got to be dead flush or else you get deflection like that. The 10 nuts falling doesn't matter. Sargento breathes a sigh of relief, a big sigh of relief, as the Alaskan has captured a cactus. I know that they plant palm trees like decoratively in Alaska, like in Anchorage for like cities. I don't know if they've ever tried to plant a saguaro.
I hear the inside of a nickel is really good.
Yeah, that's right. A noble effort from Bivins, but it's a 186 to 179 final. Aliyas Sargento is a JBT Major champion. ASU has the bragging rights. Aliyas can't believe it. He got away with it one in the 9th and 10th, but he also earned it with that 4-bagger in frames 5 through 8. Disbelief and maybe a little dose of joy to go with it. How about that? My goodness. Great stuff to kick off season 28. We will do it all over again in Seattle in a couple weeks. Back in Arizona after that. Off and rolling. A brand new season of JBT.